Welcome to the Mind of a Madman with your host, me, the Madman. Census 2020 is here. It's time to count up the people, get all this education funds, government funds put into the community. Get the roads fixed, get the schools some books and all of these particular things that supposedly supposed to come down from the government. They supposed to distribute all the funds according to what's needed by the people in the neighborhood, And, growing up, it was a big thing about a census. Like, in the hood, nobody wanted to let the government in. You don't fill out the census, and this is how the government enters your household, your neighborhood. And they just pretty much doing it to spy on you, to get some type of information up out of you. And that's kind of how they calculate pretty much some evil type things, you know what I'm saying? And I don't remember census being like a good thing when, they pretty much was like Jehovah's Witnesses. When they knocked on your door, you was kind of taught to avoid them at all costs. Because, especially like far as, being in the hood, you got Section 8 people, or you got, what you want to say, like mothers with children, like WIC or whatever. Like, a lot of the times, they want the women to separate from the men. So the man had to be pretty much in the household, somewhat illegal, him not being on a lease if you get a better deal. Like, all these government agencies, they try to split up the black household in that sort of way. So, when the census came around, it wasn't like you could tell them it's 5 people living here when it's supposed to only be like 3 people in the house or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So you pretty much, I keep saying, like, you pretty much wanted to avoid the census, right? But we here in 2020, and I just had a different outlook on it. We got all of these smartphones, and we are on social media, and we got all these apps on our phones, locations, and we got the apps that tell our locations, and we put so much of our business on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever web page we got, you put all your business on these dating websites, and you let everybody into your house. Like, you let the government into your house. You got Instagram filters where you're pretty much giving government access to your likeness. You know what I'm saying? And then you put these filters on. I believe that's the new way they gonna start looking people up when they, like, if the police need, that's the new database, pretty much. Instead of flipping through a book to see if you've seen the suspect, they're gonna be flipping through Instagram, like your Instagram picture with your filter of you in a hat, how you look in the clown suit, how you look as a female, how you look as a 30 years older, 30 years younger. They got all of these filters, and I believe it's just that. Is before you had to have a memory, and you had to have a person sketch you out. Like, you had to tell somebody, and they had to sketch you out, and then they had a sketch of you now, and then a sketch of you, what you look like if you had on a hat or a beard, or if you looked a little older. All of these age progression and all of these things, like, even when people go missing, they got these age progression computer systems to where, like, you go missing at 12, this is how you look now when you're 25 and all of that. And I believe Instagram and all of these Snapchats and whatever filter you have on your phone that comes with it, these all play into the government. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm here to say is, I don't want to hear that you can't fill out the census. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to fill out the census because everybody's on social media. All your business is already out there. The government already know all your business. You do your financial banking online. You do your shopping online. Like, it's only about a couple of people in the world who still go to stores solely and don't even go online. Everything is on your phone. You Cash App. You got all your bank information linked to your Cash App, linked to your Tap or your Pay Now or whatever you got to do for the Apple Pay or Android Pay. All of these things are all linked together. The government got all this information. So let's try to get this money to get our schools some books, get our streets fixed, to get our community centers with some new computers. I don't know where the census money go. I don't even know where the money, I don't know what type of money that is or whatever. But, I was just listening to some census talk and they was worried about like illegal aliens and all that. Listen, illegal aliens got smartphones. Everybody know you here. They got satellites that can look down and see you walking down the street. Like, it's time to stop with I'm so afraid of the government being in my business. The government, you gave the government your business when you bought your phone, when you downloaded the app. And then, we put so much of our business just online. I'm going to be real with you. I'm sort of like an online stalker. You know what I'm saying? When I used to have social media, right? People who know me at that particular time, they know I didn't really like friends. I wasn't a follow back dude. I like to follow people just to see what they thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you going to put online so I can read so it can help me to be more knowledgeable about you, or I guess I would say. So I'm that guy. I like to just read people's thoughts. I don't really like to display my thoughts unless I just have an input on something. But I'm not one to put my thoughts out there in that sort of way until now. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm like that. I got my whole little YouTube channel and all that. Obviously, y'all see that. But now this is my way of expressing my thoughts since I don't have all of the social media. And I guess now the government's in my life. Or they've been in my life because they've been on my phone and they've been in my computer. And you know what I'm saying? But 2020, all I pretty much wanted to say was, let's do the census, yo. Let's see what comes of it. Let's see what money happens. Let's stop hiding behind the government conspiracies of the census and who accounted for what and what race is what. Listen, everybody's in your business because you told all your business already. I know your business and I'm not even online. You know why I know? Because the dude I work with told me. Or the girl I work with told me. And they friends with you on Facebook. Then they come to work and they be like, you know what just such and such said on Facebook? You know what they did on Twitter? You know what they did this weekend? Oh, I know what you did. You went to the carnival. You went to the fair. You went shopping. You went to Outback to eat on Saturday night. I know what you did because you put it out there. So let's stop. Let's just stop with the government conspiracies and let's start answering these census, man. It's every 10 years is 2020. The next census time is gonna be 2030. Like I said, I don't know who gets this information for what reason. That's what they tell us, that it is for the community and to allocate money in the right places. I'm not at that level because, the most I do is pay, homeowners association. And they tell me that goes to fix up the pool and cut grass at the pool or whatever they do with that. I don't really know. Like, I know they put in some speed bumps and some stop signs a few years ago, and I did. They just redid the pool the other week. I think they painted it or whatever. The pool was closed last year, so but as far as where that money go, I don't really know either. Like, that's something more close to my home, and I still don't know where the money go. They just get money from people who pay it, and cause I mean they don't cut your grass. They don't cut your grass. They cut the grass. I don't know where does homeowners association money go? If anybody know where does homeowners association money go, maybe I need to start going to the meetings or whatever. I've never been to a homeowners association meeting, but that's just me. But look, I started this blog because the census is back, and I started this show, blog, whatever you want to call it, because the census is back. And I just heard some discussions about people still having these government conspiracies about you don't want to tell the government. And I'm like, bruh, you already told the government the past since 2004. Twitter came out 2008. Everybody jumped on it. Instagram then came out. Facebook been out since 2005, 4. Everybody's on everything. All your information is out. Let's just try to work on getting some money at this point in time. I'ma holla at y'all. Y'all have a good day.